You wake before dawn, the world still cloaked in darkness. The silence is broken only by the ticking of a clock, a metronome marking the cadence of your meticulously planned day. You rise, engage in your morning rituals with mechanical precision, and prepare to conquer the tasks you've set for yourself. Each action is deliberate, each moment accounted for, as if you're following an invisible script. But beneath this veneer of control, a quiet dissonance hums. Despite your unwavering commitment to discipline, a sense of emptiness lingers. The achievements, the routines, the accolades, they all feel hollow, like echoes in a vast, unfulfilled chamber of your soul. Why is it that, despite our best efforts to master ourselves through discipline, we often find ourselves ensnared in a cycle of dissatisfaction? We are told that discipline is the key to success, the antidote to chaos, the path to self-mastery. Yet paradoxically, the more we tighten our grip, the more life seems to slip through our fingers. The pursuit of perfection becomes a prison, and the structure we build to liberate ourselves becomes our cage. Is it possible that our relentless quest for discipline is not the solution, but part of the problem? This leads us to a deeper inquiry. What lies beneath our obsession with discipline? To uncover the roots of this paradox, we must delve into the psychological and philosophical underpinnings that shape our understanding of self-control and examine how they influence our behavior and sense of self. Beneath the surface of our disciplined routines lies a deeper psychological and philosophical conundrum. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the shadow, the unconscious aspects of our personality that we choose to ignore or suppress. By focusing solely on discipline, we risk neglecting this shadow, leading to an internal imbalance. Jung believed that confronting and integrating our shadow is essential for personal growth and self-awareness. Friedrich Nietzsche, in his critique of traditional morality, emphasized the dangers of suppressing one's instincts and desires in favor of societal norms. He argued that such repression leads to resentment, a deep-seated resentment that arises when individuals deny their true nature. Nietzsche saw discipline, when imposed externally or without self-understanding, as a potential source of this inner turmoil. Arthur Schopenhauer's philosophy further illuminates this issue. He posited that human desires are insatiable and that striving for constant control or perfection leads to suffering. Schopenhauer suggested that recognizing the futility of relentless striving and embracing a more compassionate understanding of oneself can alleviate this suffering. Jean-Paul Sartre's existentialism adds another layer, highlighting the importance of authenticity and personal responsibility. He warned against bad faith, where individuals deceive themselves to avoid the anxiety of true freedom. Over-reliance on discipline can become a form of bad faith, allowing individuals to escape the burden of choice by adhering strictly to routines or external expectations. Collectively, these philosophical perspectives suggest that an overemphasis on discipline may lead to the suppression of essential aspects of the self, resulting in psychological distress and a disconnection from one's true identity. To achieve genuine self-understanding and fulfillment, it's crucial to balance discipline with introspection, acceptance of one's imperfections, and the courage to confront the complexities of the human psyche. In our pursuit of discipline, we often overlook the subtle yet profound consequences that arise from an overemphasis on control. While discipline is traditionally viewed as a virtue, its excessive application can lead to unintended psychological and societal effects. Psychologically, an over-reliance on discipline may suppress intrinsic motivation. The over-justification effect suggests that when individuals are rewarded for behaviors they already find intrinsically rewarding, their internal motivation can diminish. This phenomenon indicates that external controls, such as strict disciplinary measures, can inadvertently undermine personal drive and creativity. Furthermore, excessive discipline can contribute to mental health issues. Studies have shown that harsh disciplinary practices, especially in educational settings, are associated with increased risks of depression and anxiety among students. These findings highlight the potential for discipline, when misapplied, to harm rather than help. Philosophically, thinkers like Friedrich Nietzsche have critiqued the societal imposition of rigid moral codes, arguing that they can stifle individual authenticity and growth. Nietzsche's concept of slave morality suggests that societal norms often promote conformity at the expense of personal development. Similarly, Carl Jung emphasized the importance of integrating the shadow, the unconscious aspects of the personality, to achieve psychological wholeness. Neglecting this integration in favor of strict self-control can lead to inner conflict and a fragmented sense of self. These insights suggest that while discipline can provide structure, its over-application may lead to psychological distress and hinder personal growth. Recognizing the balance between control and freedom is essential for fostering both individual well-being and a healthy society. Imagine this. You stand at the edge of a vast, uncharted wilderness. Behind you lies the well-trodden path of discipline, a road paved with routines, expectations, and the comforting illusion of control. Ahead, the unknown beckons, wild and untamed. The choice is yours. Retreat into the familiar, or venture into the depths of your own being. This is the moment of rebellion, not against society, but against the internalized structures that have kept you confined. It's a revolt against the belief that discipline alone can lead to fulfillment. True liberation begins when you question the very foundations upon which you've built your life. Consider the insights of Carl Jung, who emphasized the importance of integrating the shadow, the unconscious aspects of the psyche that we often deny or suppress. By confronting these hidden parts of ourselves, we move towards wholeness, embracing both light and dark. This integration is not achieved through rigid discipline, but through self-exploration and acceptance. Friedrich Nietzsche challenged the prevailing moralities of his time, advocating for the creation of one's own values. He saw the will to power not as domination over others, but as the drive to overcome oneself, to grow and transform. This perspective invites us to break free from imposed structures and to forge our own path. In practical terms, breaking free means embracing practices that foster self-awareness and authenticity. Mindfulness, journaling, creative expression, and open dialogue can serve as tools to explore your inner world. It's about shifting from a mindset of control to one of curiosity, from suppression to expression. This rebellion is not a rejection of all structure, but a conscious choice to align your actions with your true self. It's a commitment to live intentionally, guided not by external expectations, but by an inner compass. In doing so, you reclaim your autonomy and step into a life of authenticity and purpose. Imagine this. You are no longer confined by the rigid structures of imposed discipline. Instead, you stand at the threshold of a profound transformation. A journey not of control, but of integration. The path ahead is not illuminated by the harsh light of strict routines, but by the gentle glow of self-awareness and acceptance. This is the essence of individuation, a concept introduced by Carl Jung. It is the process of becoming whole by integrating all aspects of the self, including the shadow, the unconscious parts we often deny or suppress. Jung believed that acknowledging and embracing these hidden facets leads to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Friedrich Nietzsche, too, spoke of the transformative power of embracing one's inner complexities. He saw suffering not as something to be avoided, but as a crucible through which greatness is forged. In his words, the discipline of suffering, of great suffering. Do you not know that it is only this discipline that has produced all the elevations of humanity hitherto? The ultimate truth, then, is that true growth and fulfillment do not come from rigid discipline alone, but from the courageous act of facing and integrating our entire selves. It's about moving beyond the binary of control and chaos and into a space where authenticity thrives. In this space, you are not bound by the expectations of others or the constraints of self-imposed rules. You are free to explore, to err, to learn, and to evolve. This freedom is not the absence of structure, but the presence of self-understanding. As you embark on this journey of self-integration, remember that the goal is not perfection, but wholeness. Embrace your shadow, honor your light, and step into the fullness of who you are. In doing so, you will find that the answer was never in discipline alone, but in the harmonious dance between all facets of your being.